Okay, we're going to be talking something that many of us have not had the opportunity to be yet, and we will get to someday. 50 years. You may not be 50. And those that are 50...
They already know how it feels.
How it feels. So we're going to discuss a movie that has come forth, and to a large extent, a lot of people that have watched it have been talking about it. For me, it's about those that were part of the movie, the making and those in it. I've met a few of them, and today I'm meeting the brain behind that movie.
She's here.
Okay, she's here. But you get to meet her. Mo Abudu is the executive producer, 50, and chief executive officer, executive chairman of Ebony Life Films. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us on the show.
Good
Thank
to
you so
have you
much.
here.
Thank you.
And on this other side, my senior friend's wife, who is also a senior friend, Ireti Doyle.
Hello, good morning, Merry Christmas. Thank you for having us.
Nice to have you here.
Let me begin with you. Mo Abudu. The name.
The name Abudu? It's actually Musumola.
No. The name Mo Abudu is what, when people hear Mo Abudu, they're afraid, oh, okay, what's she going to ask me now?
Are you serious?
Yeah, so.
I didn't know I had that effect on
You
people.
do.
Oh, I do?
Okay. So let me now take you on.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm in the hot seat.
Tell us about 50.
Wow, 50. It's one of those journeys that you take once in a lifetime. I turned 50 a couple of years, well, nearly 2 years ago. And as I was turning 50, I said to myself, wouldn't it be interesting to make a film that celebrates women and women at age 50? Because there aren't a lot of films out there celebrating women, let alone 50-year-old women. And then I started dreaming about all these different scenarios. Could I imagine being 50 and suddenly being pregnant? It's not my life because I have 2 children, but imagine if that was the scenario that you found yourself in. Imagine being age 50 and you're dealing with some deep-seated family secret. How would you react and deal with it at age 50? Imagine being 50 and finding out that you have cancer. How would you deal with it? And these are some of the scenarios that we put into the film 50. I'm not a writer, I didn't write it. Simply thought about some of the scenarios. Imagine being 50 and wanting to have a relationship with somebody much younger. So, over the years, having done Moments with Mo, I've interviewed certain aspects of society, seen some realities, see what's going on around me, put it all to a pot and say, let's make something about this. And that's really where the story began. And then we got the entire team involved.
And then you pushed it to the likes of Ireti. So let's take it to her.
She was,
tell us about the script.
Okay, in the course of a career, especially a career that lasts this long and you have a deep passion for some things come to your table and you just know, you get goosebumps and you know that this is a big one. So it was Tope Oshin, who I've worked with before, Tope Ogun, who sent me the slides and said, I want you to look at this character. And the character was Lizzie. Totally irreverent, totally mischievous, but at the same time, beautiful and whole. So I was like, I want her. So I did the homework, walked in for an audition, and from the moment you walked in, I didn't even realize it was Ebony Life. This part of the story you don't know.
Okay.
I didn't realize that, Tope, okay, fine, Tope is doing her movie, it's time to go work. And then I walk in and it's Ebony Life. I'm like, oh, okay. But anyway, no wala. We've done the work. You walk into the audition room and it's a completely different ball game. There's this huge panel, some Weibo people, the executive producers, their Bibam, and it's like, okay, this is a big deal. And then you shift gears because you're a professional and you put on your cap and then you go through them. And because I loved her so much, I did my homework. I brought Elizabeth to the room. I just wanted her from the get-go. 3 weeks later, I got a call back. They put me in full costume and makeup. Love to Yolanda, Lola, put me in makeup and everything, and boom, Elizabeth was in the room and I got that role. It was a pretty interesting journey.
Okay,
when you looked at the slides that were sent to you, beside the character, did any of the scenarios speak to you personally?
Speak to me personally in terms of what? That maybe I had experienced that before. No,
I'm even interested.
She said she created the sceneries in her head and thought that.
Like she said, number one, there's a dearth of strong female characters in our industry. Not too many people write you know, or create
Well,
characters that are
sorry,
really
the
strong.
producers are jumping us now. This is
Okay.
like a trailer
Yes.
from the movie.
Okay, so
I wish that Corey was here. I was going to ask her, how did you get to be 50 when you're not yet 50?
It's about playing the role, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is God unhappy with me? Why has he cursed me?
Don't leave me, please, Kate.
I booked an appointment with one of Harley Street's best. I am giving these beauties some TLC. What do you think?
I'm going to be hitting the big 5-0, and with you, the viewers, I'm going to be marking it with style.
50 is the new 25. What a load of rubbish. Sort out your life, Lizzie. That is impossible, Lizzie.
okay, now let me take it one by one. Let's talk about the setting of the movie. Lagos.
Absolutely. You know, for Ebony Life Television and Ebony Life Films, what's important to us is to showcase the best of our continent. And we decided this time we're going to showcase the best of Lagos. And B has said, the director, many times, that Lagos is actually the 5th character in this film. You know, we've shown this film at the London Film Festival. It's been shown in Nigeria, and people often ask, is this Lagos? It is. But it really depends on how you decide that you want to show Lagos. What part of Lagos do you want to show? And what you choose to see. And we chose to see the best of Lagos. And as you know, Lagos State has supported us also on this journey, because for the first time ever, we're actually taking, in 50, we're taking Lagos to a global audience all over the world that can see what a beautiful city we truly have, you know. So it was important for us to show Lagos, to show beautiful women who have the same challenges that women globally
Now, let's talk
are
about
facing.
the women. Of course, not in their own person, but in the character. Let's talk about Dakore.
Yes, Dakore plays the role of this reality TV star, brought up in Ikoyi, spoilt brat, you know, had everything she's ever wanted. But she has a secret that she's dealing with. I think we all have our secrets, don't we? She's no different. She has her secret and she doesn't want to share it. But the thing has become such a burden in her life. At some point, she decides that I need to sort this out. How am I going to resolve this secret I'm carrying around in my soul, in my spirit?
And she's the one that turned 50.
She's one of the ones that turned 50. There are others that turned 50, but she's one of them that turned 50.
Okay, what about Nse? I saw her praying like her life depended on it.
Her life did depend on it.
But you know, this is Nigeria. We know sometimes you're going to a Pentecostal church, you're leaving that church to go to another church, to go to here, to go to there. You're looking for salvation, you're looking for solutions. At times, you don't even know where the solution is. You even forget the problem at times. But she spent all her time, she spent more time in church than she did at home. A lesson for many of us, really, to say, where do you want, you know, how do you sort of balance your life? You have a husband at home, you've abandoned him, you're spending all this time in church. And then you now find out that you're dealing with cancer. And how are you going to deal with that? What do you do?
And Omoni?
Omoni is, she's the career woman. We have many of them in our society. Never been married. She's in a relationship with a married man and suddenly finds that she's pregnant.